Bitcoin did break a major key levels that we have been talking about here for like ever. Look at these zones that we mark here based on the volume profile. And I marked this and I told you guys that if say we see Bitcoin stays below 90K, then there's high chance that we're gonna come right down here below the value area low to sweep this liquidity right down to this like around this area. And if you look at the fear and greed index, you can see that we are now at 16. This is extreme greed. Investors are being greedy. They don't want to get into the market, and this usually signifies bullish, signal in the end. But one thing I'm looking at here is that Bitcoin is or it's about to break structure on the daily time frame. We still have this zone that price hasn't yet taken out. So if say we are gonna lose this area, yeah, then we can easily take out this previous low here. And if we take out this previous low, then we are going to be bearish, or we are going to be automatically in a Bitcoin bear market. Why? Structure is going to be broken. And if you look at other assets like gold and silver, I mentioned to you guys that we are going to see silver, retrace at some point, even gold. And until then, that's when we're going to start building our trading momentum, or our trade, like marking our key levels to see which areas are preferable for us to trade. But until now, if until now that I'm able to look at the chart of silver, I'm like saying to myself, okay, right now I'm gonna be marking key level. And if you look at Ethereum, Ethereum has just been reacting to what Bitcoin is doing. The same thing with Solana. So now went right down to about $112 dollars. That was a good buy. But if you look at Solana on the weekly setup, you're gonna see that there's still high chances that Solana can drop right down to 100 $100 or right to 90 or $80. Solana still has more downside to go. And today, what I want us to establish is we are in the end of the like this is mostly the period of the week that you protect your capital. You look at what has happened. You have gone through the weekly open Monday, on Tuesday, Wednesday, midweek reversal Thursday, now Friday. Capital is gonna leave the market, and whatever happens after Friday until Monday, it's gonna be noise, right? Low volume. The whales are gonna be the ones involved trying to move the market. If you don't position yourself before that time, you are going to lose money to the market. Now, what has happened recently, I think what we're going to experience is going to be pullback, right? Minor pullback before, if say we're going to experience another drop. I think we can go right down to 80, even $70,000 for Bitcoin. I've been saying this, like if we keep staying below these price points, then we are going to be able to go more downward. Now, the major support area that we should be looking at now is 80K. If Bitcoin is going to lose the 80K price point, then there's high chances we are going to 70 something thousand dollars for Bitcoin. And this can happen this week. We can see Bitcoin go and sweep that liquidity right down to about $65,000. There is still chances that we can see Bitcoin go to $65,000. So I've I've always tried to make you guys to understand this. When you are in the market, you have to understand the period that the market makers comes in to to take price to the downside and to take price to the upside. Usually, like now, after since Monday, let me say since Monday or Sunday, we have experienced an uptrend until Thursday that we saw this usually like yesterday Thursday, right? So midweek reversal either happen on mostly on Wednesdays, or like Wednesday night, which is like or Thursday, something like that. But it always happen in between Wednesdays and Thursdays. Now, knowing this, if you are in profit, right, you are in profit only until um Wednesday. You cash out your profit and you wait to see how price is gonna react. If price reverse back like what happened has happened recently, now you have the opportunity to buy cheaper. And this is the game I play. When I analyze Bitcoin all the time, I look at Bitcoin to be my fiat. So whatever I'm trading, that's why if I look at crypto bubbles, even though Bitcoin is down, if you go to crypto bubbles right now, you're gonna see that there are altcoins that are doing well. against Bitcoin. They are doing well. These are altcoins that for the week have been doing well against Bitcoin. You can see clearly for this week, they have outperformed Bitcoin. Hype, CC, Pump, Stable. So if you were in these coins, all right, then you would have been outperforming Bitcoin. Now, how will you know when to get into a coin like this or coins like this? You have to make sure you're looking at coins that are in the top 100 space, right? Usually I go with the top 100. Now, you want to see the coins that have started to outperform Bitcoin. Like, for example, look at Asta for this week. Asta has done at least 5%. Look at USDT. It has done 8% against Bitcoin. Look at OKB. It has done 5% against Bitcoin. So you can go now and look at their pair. Look at what they are doing. Like let's say for example today, you can just go for today and see okay which coins are doing well against Bitcoin. You can see clearly these are the coins doing well against Bitcoin today. It means that Bitcoin dominance should be going down instead of up, and this is good thing. If we look at Bitcoin dominance right now, you're gonna see that Bitcoin dominance is going down instead of going up. This is Bitcoin dominance on. Let me just look at it on lower time frame, like 1 hour. You see that okay. You look at this Bitcoin dominance drop. This means that all coins are showing strength as well, right? So if you look at what we are going, what is going on today, like based on today's setup, you can see these are the altcoins that are doing well against Bitcoin. Because you can see here, I'm pairing these altcoins against Bitcoin. Bitcoin is my fiat. I don't go with If I go with USD, you see everything will change. You see that Bitcoin is actually like you will not. When it comes to USDT, it's different. But when it comes to Bitcoin, right, you know which coins are making you Bitcoin. You can see that these coins that yeah, they are the ones that are not having more drawdown as Bitcoin, right? And you can see yeah, most of these coins are like you see USDC, USDT. Of course, this is a stable coin, Euro, C, and so it means if say you would have been in USDC, you would have make 6% more, right? And if say you were in Euro, URC, you would have make 6% also. And if you were in USDB, you would have made 7%. So that's just the idea when it comes to pairing this asset against Bitcoin. Since Bitcoin is kind of like the major player in the game, you have to be able to protect your capital. Now, the reason why I want you guys to protect your capital is this. Whenever you get into the market, I don't care which altcoins you love. Like you are like an altcoin lover, you want to be like the next altcoin millionaire. Good and fine. But one thing you need to understand about the market is this: when it comes to market structure, this is key. If a coin is not aligning itself with Bitcoin's market structure, it means that that coin has detached itself from Bitcoin. And if the coin has detached itself from Bitcoin, that's not good. Because it means when Bitcoin is going to be making moves, that coin is going to not be making any move. But if that coin is kind of like doing well, when Bitcoin is doing well as well, and that coin is outperforming Bitcoin, then that coin has strength. So when you get to key levels, you see that okay, Bitcoin is at key levels, that Bitcoin is rejecting key levels based on market structure. What I always teach here on this platform. Once you look at your analysis and see that wow, Bitcoin is doing this, that's when you get out from those altcoins. You cash out some profit at least and wait. If say the market is going to continue to the upside, of course you are good to go. But if the market is gonna reverse from there, you are gonna protect the profit you made while price was pumping to the upside. Right. So most of you just want to hold this coin. I don't know whether like you sign a contract with this, like it's like you are in love with this coin. You just like you cannot cash out profit. You cannot just say, okay, I'm taking out this profit for myself, and then if say I see the price dip somehow, I'm gonna buy back again. I don't know if you guys ever think of your capital, your money that you invest in that coin. I mean, like for me, I'm here to make dough, to make capital, to make money, like capital, yeah, to make money. And if I see the opportunity, I make money. The market doesn't care about my feelings. They don't care who I am, whether I'm suffering, I'm happy. They don't care. What they care about is to make their own dough, to make their own money. This is a business. I always say this to you guys. This is a business, and there are people who are out there to make huge money from this business, And if you are out there and you are not like taking advantage of what is going on in the market, then you are going to you are going to be left behind most of the time. So let's get back into the analysis for today. Let's see. Um, okay, Bitcoin on the 4 hours time frame. I want to stick here, right? Because we have been looking at this chart like forever. Let me get back to Bitcoin. This is USD dominance, not Bitcoin. Let's get back to the big daddy. Okay, now you see, usually what happens is this: when price break key levels, when price break key level, what usually happen next is the retest of that key level, at least somewhere around this area. Right, you can see here when we break key level here, we attempt to reverse a little bit, we break it again, we attempt to reverse a little bit. Now we have, this could be the final straw that breaks the camel's back. So this could be the final move, but I don't think so. I think we still have to go a little bit downwards. I'm gonna look at liquidity to see where we are currently. So looking at this now, guys, you see, let me zoom this so you can see clearly. Okay, there's something I'm seeing here currently. This could be an order block. Let me see. Let me bring in a different chart here. No, it won't show me that, but I can see that this could be an order block. If this is an order block, this one here. If this is an order block here on the 4 hours time frame, then it means that we are going to see a massive movement to the upside, right? But usually, what you want to do is look at half of this move. So if they have to recover price, they're going to recover at least half of this candle here, this vector, this one. So we should expect Bitcoin to reverse right up to about $85,000, right? And from there, we are going to reassess. Because if you look at this zone, you're going to see there was an other block here that took us where? Up there. You know, is this the same other block forming? I don't know. That's why I had to mark it to see how to monitor it to see how price is gonna react to it. So if this candle is gonna reject and close above here, then I'm going to start looking at this area as another block. And from here, I might think that they want to, you know, they're gonna create a fair value gap somewhere before they can continue price to the upside. Now let me look at this on the 1 hour time frame. Let me see where we are here. Okay. Sideways, sideways, sideways. Usually what happens is from this movement, price is gonna break up, come back around this area, hold, then continue to grab this liquidity above price. So this is the area around 85,000 dollars for Bitcoin, where I think if like during the week or in the course of the weekend, they can easily drag price too, and this is going to add more value to other altcoins. And if you look at what Ethereum is doing currently, Ethereum is playing the same game as Bitcoin. I always say the same game. You can see this movement here downward on the 1 hour time frame moving sideways. And if say we are gonna make a huge move to the upside, we're gonna target this liquidity above price here, this area. Yeah. And if you look at Solana also is playing the same game. You can see, yeah, but Solana is forming now properly. Um sorry, my alarm is ringing. But Solana is forming now properly. Why? I think this could be another block here for Solana. The market is going to be open soon. So let's see if say Solana is going to hold this area. Yeah, then it's gonna be a perfect order block for Solana. But usually when an order block is formed, price don't have to break and close below. If it break and close below, then it's gonna invalidate that order block. Right. So for now, I'm looking at this area to be the order block because this area is what is the imbalance that made buyers, or let me say sellers, to step in. And before I even continue, there's one thing I want to insist again. Yeah, on I'm going to like always insist on this when it comes to trading. Now, One thing I also want to bring to your attention is this: when the market is going up, it means people are selling Bitcoin or selling that asset. And when the market is dropping, it means people are buying. There are more buyers in the market than sellers. Let me insist again. When prices are going up, most at time people will say, "Oh, there are more buyers." No, there are more sellers in the market than buyers, and those sellers have realized that there's high demand, so they have prices above key levels where they are going to make profit from that. You know, so if you are sitting there thinking when price is going up is because of buyers, yeah, it's because of buyers, because they have to sell to someone, right? But sellers actually are the one who are, setting the move. If the sellers are not there, the market makers are gonna come on board to fill orders, you know. And if say not many people are selling, it means they want to start buy, right? That's why they are gonna be pushing price to the downside towards others, where like towards buy orders below price. That's why you see price that dropping to this level, because there are more orders below than above. Price have been going up, 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 ignoring those orders below. So price now have to go now and fill those imbalances which are below price. So you have to understand that this is how the market moves. Right. So like at times people don't understand this, but this is just um the way the market move, right? It move or it gravitates around liquidity. And if see liquidity there's more liquidity below price, they are gonna gravitate more towards that price point. They don't care about whether you want price to go to 1 million or 2 million. They want to go to where they can actually transact with heavy, heavy, heavy capital. So that's just the game they play, yeah, every now and then. So going now back to Solana, okay, you can see, yeah, this is being rejected. So this is the other block. The other block, and you can see the other block was from, yeah. So it's in confluence to this previous low, yeah. So if say we're gonna see this daily candle close like this, like above this level, yeah, around this area, then it's going to be bullish for Solana. Might just go and take out this liquidity here around 122 point. Let me say almost around 123 dollars. And the next one I have been talking about here is silver. And I I said to you guys that silver was good. Oh, I missed this silver trade. This was what I was looking for. I was waiting for this trade. Guys, let me teach you something today. Whenever you want to buy any asset that has been in a downtrend like this, right? Like sorry, which has been in an uptrend. The same thing in a downtrend. You are waiting for a bullish engulfing candle that is going to take out most of the previous candle, and immediately after that, like this one, immediately after that, you are going to experience buyback. For example, this bullish engulfing candle here, you know, it didn't take out this previous low. But look at this one. This one took out this previous low, and even came back to this other low. So this was a valid engulfing candle. It took out this low, took out this low, and took out this other low here. You can see. So what you are waiting for is pullback, and usually what you want to mark, or where you want to mark, is the previous high before the next high. So if you are looking at the previous high, this was the previous high. This high here before price went to make that other high. So you are marking this zone to the future. Any rejection around that area is your buy. That stop loss is gonna just be above this high here. And where you're gonna target, you can decide to target this low here, this low, this previous low here, you know, or you can target this other low down here. This was a zone I mentioned. I told you guys that if we are to come around this area, then there's high chances we can come and take out this liquidity here. Let me mark it for you here properly so you can see. So we can easily come around this liquidity here, this fair value gap here, and grab it. So I'm expecting, price even came there. Yeah, price has already gotten to that area. Yeah, you can see price swept the liquidity. Exactly what I was saying. Like I told you guys that, check my video, that if say we manage to see price come to this area, yeah, then there's high chances they can sweep this liquidity down here, before they can continue to mark price to the upside. Now there's a range here. This area should be the next range to be trading silver. Okay. And the next is here is gold. And gold is the same thing. You can see this huge dump taking out this previous low, retracement back. If you zoom out, you're gonna see that this area, yeah, even though there wasn't any clear move here, but from where we are here, from this fair value gap zone, we should expect gold to retrace back at least to this area here, this zone. Around It's gonna be around, let me just mark the zone. This should be an important area where around 5,000, yeah, 5,300. So this should be an important area for gold. If we break above this area, then we can easily go and target this other liquidity around this area here. Yeah. You can see there's a fair value gap here also, that they can go and target this zone, the fair value gap here, you know. So if you're able to mark all of these areas, you can easily understand why price is going to reject from those key areas. Right. So if price reject from one zone to another zone, then you are going to know what is going on. And and if we look at altcoins, right, the altcoins market, we are going to see that, if you like, yeah, total trade. Let me go to total trade on um the daily time frame. You see, we lose this zone. So what is going on with Bitcoin is also impacting the altcoin market. You can see, as I mentioned. So altcoins are at risk, you know, going even more downward because of these levels here. So if we're gonna lose this level, then we can as well go down to this low here at 766 billion. This drop that happened, I think that was October last year. It took us right down here. So they can easily bring us back there for altcoin before continuing back to the upside. But this is just what I'm looking for altcoin. And you can see, if you look at some altcoins, they have been doing well, like holding strong, like Asta. This is one of the coins that I'm doubling down heavily. To see that Asta is rejecting this zone here is a good thing, you know. And but it doesn't mean that it won't continue to go down. I want to keep buying it because I think they are one of the big players in the game that are going to last long. Survive any let me say measure downside, because their model is designed to buy back. Now, if you look at USDT dominance, there's something I want you to see. Like this range, this zone here is an important zone. If we lose, I've been saying that if we lose this area, this marked, if we see price keep rejecting this zone here that I marked, then we can easily drop back to the downside. You know, but if say we break this level, then I think that's I mean, I think it's over for Bitcoin, because this is gonna mean, if you look at this on the weekly time frame, right, it's gonna mean we're gonna target this liquidity above price here around 7%, 7.51%, or right up to about 8% dominance for USDT. So it's gonna be really bad for Bitcoin, right? So we have to avoid all of this. And now, going back to Bitcoin today, what should we do? Let's go to the trading chart. This is a trading chart. Let's see what price has been doing on the weekly setup. Sorry, on the daily set, on the 15-minute setup. Let's see. This is Bitcoin. There's change of character somewhere here. And this pullback is vector candle. Is it with volume? Let me see. No, not volume. But the sentiment is bullish on the higher time frame. Um, Yeah, I told you guys that on the higher time frame we are bullish because we haven't taken out the previous low, so we are still bullish on the higher time frame. Even though price is dropping, we are still bullish. And if we look at this on the 4 hours time frame, we are still bullish. Look at this on the 1 hour time frame, we are still bullish. And the reason why it's saying bullish is because on the higher time frame, we are bullish. Even though we are dropping down, we are bullish. So the overall sentiment is bullish until we become bearish. So what we're going to be looking now is longs more than short. You know. Now, yeah, we are with this trading chart. Okay, and the the zone that I think we are gonna go to uh, throughout this weekend is gonna be right around this liquidity here. We can take us right to about $86,000 or $85,000. But this is a zone that we are gonna go to this weekend. And this is how I'm going to position myself. If I see any breakout of this level, yeah, I'm gonna wait for a pullback around here, this area here, and I'm gonna buy. It's gonna be around 83.83369. That's where I'm gonna buy now and put my stop loss below, like below this area. You know, so we have to break this structure here or change character, which we have already done. You know, so what I should be thinking now is if I see any let's say engulfing candle, hammer, or fair value gap, other block, then I'm going to consider that as my confirmation to take the ride to the upside. You know. Okay, guys, that's it for the video. Despite what I've mentioned, make sure you cash out your profit or stay out of the market on Fridays until Monday when you start looking at the market again, reassessing it to know when